Hey y'all, it's your girl Mariah back with another video. You already know, and this video is a contrast to a video I've already done on my channel titled Pros of Doing the Big Chop, which is cons of doing the big chop. What do we all like to know? So to begin, the first con that I find after doing a big chop is that the most obvious, you don't have any hair. All of your hair is gone. It's gone. Like, and that's just something you have to live with. Your hair, you cut your hair off, and that's that. Another con going into your hair being gone is having a feeling of regret, sadness, or anger towards yourself as a person and who you are because you have short hair now. If you're someone who likes yourself with long hair, the big chop is not for you, sis, and that is so obvious, but people still cut their hair off and regret it because they think they look crazy. Another con, I say this can play into the pros as well, but having to show your personality more, because now that you don't have any hair, people's gonna focus on who you are, and that can be intimidating to some. However, I enjoy it because I love who I am as a person. I love my personality, and I'm not afraid or ashamed to show who I am without hair. And most people have told me that they love me with short hair because it really brings out my personality. So that can go into being a pro or a con. You take it how you want to. Another con is having to figure out what works with your hair. So that can be pretty expensive, buying products. Most products you buy is not gonna work with your hair, and you have to basically relearn what your hair likes or what helps your hair or what your hair can take in and what it can hold and what it rejects. Me personally, my hair really don't like oil. It depends on what kind of oil it is, and it can't be any heavy type oil, or my hair, it just looks like I put a whole bunch of grease on top, and that's a no-go for me personally. Another con is managing your hair. Now, when you first do a big chop, depending on how short you go, if you go really short, managing it is no problem at all. Washing goes are easy. Quick throwing a wig cap, throwing a wig, it's easy. But as soon as it gets to, I want to say, like this, the length of mine, like this length, is harder to maintain, especially if you're like me and you deal with shrinkage. It is a lot harder to maintain because you have to make sure it looks okay. You have to make sure it's plucked out right. You have to make sure it looks pretty much the same. It looks moisturized. Like this side of my hair looks good compared to this side, yeah, and the shape of it, like it's a lot, okay? Once it starts growing out, you do have to make sure you maintain it. You can't just let it go days without moisturizing, because your hair will dry out with the quickness, honey, with a quickness, girl. And you also have to remember that hair doesn't grow down your back overnight. Okay, it's gonna take time for your hair to grow. Like I said, I'm into my 4th month and my hair is still not dropping down my back. Like, I used to have hair down my back, now it's not down my back, and it's not growing overnight, it's gradually growing. And you don't see, sorry, I keep getting distracted outside, but you don't see growth overnight or even weekly. You just don't. It doesn't happen that quick. Like, you have to wait and let it grow back. And that can be a pain in the ass, because especially if you're someone like me who's never had hair this short ever in my life, it's hard because it's like I'm ready for it to grow back already. I'm ready for my hair to be back down my back, and it's not there, and I just have to have patience and wait for it to grow back. So that's one of the major cons, like when it comes to doing a big chop. It takes forever for it to grow back. Another con of doing the big chop is the negativity that you're gonna get from people around you. When I initially cut my hair, I didn't get I didn't get any negativity at all towards me. My family was a little upset that I cut it. Like my mom and my sister, they didn't want me to cut it. They were like, oh my gosh, you really did it. Y'all seen I did a vlog and I captured their reaction in the video. So if you want to see how they reacted, just go watch that video. Other than that, my other family members were like, oh my gosh, I love it. People on Instagram liked it. My friends liked it. It was just, people liked it. But you can experience negativity. People are gonna wonder why you cut it. They're gonna ask you 1,001 questions about it. They're gonna tell you look better before you cut your hair. You just can't let that get to you, because just remember who you are and what you're doing it for. So that's pretty much all of the cons that I have for the big chop and doing the big chop. Don't let this video persuade you not to do a big chop. It was probably one of the best decisions I have made so far in my life. I was so happy when I did it, and I'm loving it. I'm loving how my hair is growing back. I'm loving the thickness of my hair, because my hair had thinned out really bad from bleaching it and constantly putting heat to it. I'm loving this big chop journey. I'm finding who I am in the process, and I have time to do more things than just worry about my hair. So I hope this video helps someone out there, and yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. See y'all later.